Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?
Speeding?
No, it's because your intro sucks. Please step out onto the curbside.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Curbside podcast, the podcast where we talk about cars and everything to do with cars. And my name is Jeff. I drive a 2004 Honda S2000, and I am your Taiwanese American Southern Californian.
What's up, everybody? My name's Parth. We're a 2016 M3 and NorCal representative live from NorCal.
Yep.
Yes.
From Belmont. I'm Andrew. I drive 2015 Subaru BRZ, which the camera's sitting on.
Which is our tripod right now.
Yes.
And I actually picked up this 2014 Evo 10 MR yesterday. Yes.
That's the backdrop.
This is our tripod setup right now, in case you're watching it on video.
The best setup for a tripod you could ever
Yeah,
have.
this is the most expensive tripod I've ever bought. And then our backdrop is also fantastic. But yeah, this is the first episode where we're all in one place.
We're
And
one place.
The closest to the, curbside we've ever actually
We're about
been.
30 feet from the curb.
Yeah.
And it's windy, so if it sounds like garbage, I'm sorry.
Too bad.
Yeah, you get video this time, so,
Since we're going on about Andrew's new baby here, how about you tell us how the whole process went down?
Okay, so got home from work one day, went on Craigslist, typed in Evo X. Saw this, and I was like, I like that. And then inquired about it, went out, took a look, test drove it, got a loan same day.
that's
Waited about a week for the title to clear, and now it's in my garage.
There was only a hiccup with one particular agency.
Apparently, this agency takes 10 days to process the title, review it,
Yes.
check on the lien, and then another couple days to
Print.
put it in an envelope and send it out. So,
Don't forget to print it.
yeah,
Takes a few
it
days to
takes
print
about
it.
5 days to print.
Yeah.
Because it takes 5 days to print things.
They gotta set all the letters in the printing press
Yes,
and
yes.
just kind of stamp it down.
Certain government agency, department.
Yeah, starts with a D, ends with
Motoring.
a V, has an M in the
Yeah.
middle.
There you go.
Pod's favorite motoring agency.
Love them.
But yeah, I forget Andrew asked us for like good financial advice, and we both were like, do it,
Yeah.
and he did it.
Yeah.
So
He asked for financial advice. We're like, buy it. That's all you got to do.
I mean, it's been his dream car since what? Since
Like
last
6th
time.
grade.
Yeah, dude. How's it been?
It's been awesome. I've had it for less than 24 hours. Went through about a half tank of gas already.
Jeez.
sounds
But
good.
yeah, it's good. The dual clutch is pretty solid. I'm hearing a lot of noises that I'm like unsure about. A lot of new noises, so I'm like kind of iffy about some of that. But that kind of leads us into our topic today of should you buy used or buy new?
Yeah.
Buying used or buy? What do you guys think?
I think it depends.
I've
First of
done
all-
both, so I want to see what you guys say
Yeah.
first.
I've only bought used.
Really?
Oh my.
We've bought both. I think it depends on the car.
Mm.
First of all, you got to like the car.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a brand new Evo, I'm pretty sure Andrew would consider it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But they don't make it, sadly, so he
Yeah.
has to go used, right?
Yep.
So in that situation, it's like, yeah, you got to go used.
Yeah.
You just kind of want the car. But like financially, is buying used or buying new, which one's better? I think it depends. Because it depends on the car, depends on how much it holds its value. Like, for example, I think I said this before on the show, is never buy a brand new big German sedan. That's like the worst investment ever. Because within like a year, that car is going to be at least 40% of what it was. 30%. Like, that's dumb.
But what if you're not buying it to resell it? Well, if you buy it and you plan on keeping it, I
That's
feel like
true.
it's
That's
better
true.
to buy new.
Yeah, then it's better to buy new.
Because-
Because you put all the miles on it.
Yeah, and then also because, I mean, German cars versus, let's say, like, Japanese cars. German cars aren't necessarily as reliable as Japanese
Yeah,
cars.
no, that's for sure.
So,
Would rather buy like a brand new Toyota Corolla than a big German.
really?
Because you know that Corolla's gonna last its whole life.
That's true.
You know?
But then why? Then wouldn't you buy
And
it
you
used
definitely
then?
get your money's worth out of it.
Wouldn't you buy it used?
Yeah,
then?
when you buy used, you can
I
save
don't know.
half your money.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like, if you buy it new, then you get all the new features at that time, whatever. And if you are planning on keeping that car till it dies, you'll get your money's worth, right, out of buying a new one.
Yeah.
Compared to a little bit used or a used same Corolla. Because then you can get the color you want, you know, I mean, there's not much features or customization with those, but you can, like, you know, get the color you want stuff, you can get the features you want, you can get the new features that are out for that time, and enjoy it until the wheels fall off. Or you can get something that's older and cheaper, but it may not have the new technology, it may not have like Bluetooth or navigation, and it'll still run.
Yeah.
But I guess it just depends, like, what's your purpose of that car?
Yeah.
Is it literally a beater? Or something you're gonna like want to drive every day and you just need a good car with the right stuff inside,
Yeah.
you know?
I guess. Because that's. But like for me, I usually think that I wouldn't buy a German car used because of the reliability issue.
But it's amazing on the price.
It is. The price is good, but then you'll just be paying for it in what you're using to
That's
fix it.
true, yeah. Like for example, one of my friends, he just recently bought
Time out,
FedEx.
FedEx.
No, he didn't buy FedEx.
FedEx is going by right there.
Are those things fucking straight pipe? What the fuck?
Seriously. And they don't get state refed.
Anyways.
He just recently bought a 2014 550.
Yeah.
You know, the V8, the same V8 that's in the M5, but just detuned. Bought it for hella cheap. We bought it for like $24,000. That car came out new, it was like 80, 85. Right? So it's like great value. 3 weeks into his ownership, his fuel pump gone. It went away.
Yes.
So now he's spending $1,000
Uh-huh.
on just a fuel pump.
Yeah, so that was used, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you go into it with the mentality that, okay, I am getting a cheaper German car,
Yeah.
but let me set aside like $5,000 to $10,000,
Okay.
then
Yeah, so when you buy a German car or a European car, you have to set your budget isn't just the
car.
money for the car.
Yeah.
It's the money for the car plus the repair.
Yeah.
So $20,000 for the car and then $10,000 for the repair.
Yeah.
But then that's why I wouldn't buy a used German car because like Japanese car, let's say you go get a used car, you get a PPI, it most likely will last.
Yeah. You don't even really need a PPI with a Japanese car, to be honest. As long as if you're knowledgeable enough to be like, yeah, this shit's working. Somebody started the lawnmower.
This is going great, guys. This is going fantastically. Hey, man. Anyway, fine. We'll just have that in the background. It's background music.
That's what happens on the curbside.
Yeah.
It's just dangerous out here.
What do you think?
Okay, here's what I think. So the BRZ I got new, and I think it was worth getting new.
Yeah.
You have to think about what car it is. So I want to say typically 86 owners are not the most responsible people. So buying used, like I feel like you'll just probably have some kind of fault in it. I don't know. Buying this car new, I think I've appreciated it a lot. I've been able to do everything that I want to. I was able to spec out what I wanted. And then to the Evo, I feel like not exactly like buyer's remorse, but I wish I did a little bit more research. Spent a little bit more time inspecting the car and doing a little more research on like the components in the car. But yeah, I feel like I rushed into it a little bit. I'm not like sad that I have an Evo, but I think especially with cars like this, you have to think about like the dual clutch transmission.
Yeah.
Like it's already a sensitive part, even if you buy it new. So like having that inspected, probably should have done that. Like if I bought this new, this would have costed me double what I paid for.
Yeah.
So I think both ways. I don't know if I would have bought a brand new Evo where I'm at right now.
That's true. Because it's
This would have been 40 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
there are like specific cars that they come into their value once they're depreciated.
Yeah.
Like Doug DeMuro just did a video on the Porsche Panamera.
Yeah.
Those things go under like the first year kind of. They go under 30 grand now.
Yeah, dude. It's big German sedan, dude. That's what I'm telling you.
They
man.
go under 30 grand. It's not like super high miles. It's not over 100K miles. But that car was how much new? Like,
a lot. Over
Yeah.
100 for sure.
yeah.
Shit.
But now I could get them for 30.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah.
freaking, even with your maintenance costs, it's not going to cost what the MSRP was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, see, and that brings me to another point, is that when we say used, we don't mean just like a 10-year-old, 15-year-old car.
Yeah.
That could be a year old.
Yeah.
And that's where I think if you really want a German sedan and you really want to buy it, for some reason you don't want to lease it,
Yeah.
that's what you should do. You should wait a year, buy a year-old used German sedan. It won't have that many miles, and the initial depreciation hit, that's the main part where you lose your money.
Yeah.
So that will be gone. And you still get a pretty new car.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why, like, when we talk about, when I say big German sedan, I'm like, buy used is buy a year or two used.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, like my one of my coworkers actually, he bought a Q5 for like 30 grand.
Yeah. See?
34.
Fantastic.
And it was a year old.
Jeez.
Super low miles, 30,000 miles on it.
And
Wow.
that was what, like 50, 60
Yeah,
new?
with a factory warranty.
Yeah,
like, everything still. So I mean, yeah, it goes both ways. And like, I don't know, something, I guess, like on the other end, like something like this is like a 12-year-old car. Not this one specifically, but Evo 10s in general are like 10, 12-year-old
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
And for it to be worth as much as they're worth still, like you can find high mileage, like 100,000 plus Evos for like 20 plus still.
Damn.
Yeah, and for
That's
me to get
crazy.
this one at 22 and a half,
That's
Yeah.
this
a
is
freaking good deal.
a couple $1,000s under Kelly Blue Book.
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
Even if you have to put in a few thousand to do whatever, it's still
yeah,
worth it.
Like I think this will probably hold its value for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause some cars are investments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the case
A
of
LaFerrari.
Yeah.
yes.
It is. Don't buy a house, buy a LaFerrari.
Yeah, or a
And
McLaren
then-
F1.
And then your thing goes up in value.
Freaking a house is cheaper. But in the case of like the S2K, right? Well, I was talking about how some cars come into their value when they're used. When the S2K was out, it was 35 grand MSRP, which was, you know, up there. It was like you could probably get away with getting a Z4 or a Porsche Boxster at the time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But then once they became used, a couple years later they went down to like the low 10s for a
Damn.
slight used one.
Yeah.
And then they discontinued it. And then they
went up.
shot back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a case of like it really kind of it does again depend on what car you decide to pick up.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick buying used or new, what would you do if you had to pick them?
Being kind of like car person who likes strange cars sometimes, maybe used.
Yeah.
A, because I don't have to do with the deep depreciation,
Yeah.
and B, a lot of the strange cars are really expensive when they start out,
Yeah.
and then they depreciate to become like a good value. Like Doug.
Yeah.
He buys these like really
Weird cars.
weird cars.
He's a weird guy too, though. But
Yeah.
no hate, by the way. I love his channel.
Like, is he-
Love the guy. He's weird in a good way.
But like if he tried to go buy those cars new, they're like ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I think I would buy used too. I would definitely do research, like pick the right car to buy used.
Yeah.
Make sure that it has to be low miles, or be well kept and like restored or
Yeah.
something. Have
Yeah.
some kind of warranty maybe. You would have to like pick a case by case. Buying new, you can like go to a dealer. Oh, that one. That
Yeah,
one looks
and,
good.
and
Yeah.
you know it's whatever's a problem, you throw it back on their face.
Right, exactly. And buying used, you have to pick and choose and find truly the right one. So I would still buy used, I think.
Yeah, seriously. Honestly, that. Okay, how about this? I probably would, if it's a car that I'm going to use every day, and I'm just going to beat the crap out of it, maybe a new Japanese sedan.
Something
Accord.
simple.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But something I want as like a car that I like, something to drive on the weekends or something, used.
Yeah,
Used.
yeah.
Because that's just more like the cars that you like, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, who wouldn't want a new 488?
Yeah.
But like, it's just $350,000
Yeah,
too, right?
that's true, yeah.
So it's like it depends. Like for me, I would say I want new, but everything I want new is freaking expensive.
Yeah.
But there's certain used cars that I'd be like, yes, give me that. I want that.
Yeah.
And it's not about the price; it's about what the car is.
Yeah.
Like for example, I would still to this day, even though I have an F80, I would love to have an E90 M3, that V8,
Uh-huh.
and like, it's an amazing price these days for some of them.
Yeah.
Like the value on those, like they've started off new 80,000.
Yeah.
You can get one with really low miles, pretty well kept, for like 25 to 30 now. It's a
Jeez.
fantastic deal. And it's the last V8 that BMW put in their M3.
How much
the
is a
only
V-
BMW V8 to put in the M3.
How much is a V10 M5?
Oh, it's dirt, dude. If you really want one, that's legit. Just, the owner might pay you to take it off his hands. But that one you really gotta expect to put at least like 15, 20 into it for maintenance. It's so bad, dude. The engine was amazing, everything else was dog shit.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, that's kind of what happened with these two cars right here. Like the BRZ, I got because I was moving up to Sacramento
Yeah.
for a summer to work, and my dad wanted me to have like a reliable daily driver. And like this BRZ, there's been no problems.
Yeah.
Like the only problems that it has is from like me playing around with it and modifying it. But, like, other than that, it's like nothing serious. The engine's been like bulletproof. So far. Like Yeah, and like with this, I'm a little bit nervous just because like there's been stories, you know, like people talk about Evos.
Yeah.
It's unpredictable, but very excited to have it. We'll see how it goes.
Honestly, I think the lesson is do your research.
Definitely do your
Yeah,
research. Don't do what I did with it.
That was bought by the heart.
Yeah, I know, it really was. Like yesterday, I was watching this thing and like I noticed so like I can't even more than 10 things that I was like, damn, I didn't see that when I bought it. Damn, I didn't see that. Oh shit, this is fucked up.
I think that's the same thing that happened with my S2K. Like, I got it. I was like, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Couple weeks later, why is the paint on the bumper so thin?
A toothpick went through the paint on the bumper. I was like, Jeffrey, this isn't OEM.
Yeah, but, no, it's got OEM.
And
Why are
then
there?
you tried to screw it. Wow.
I was like, why are there wood
melted.
screws holding the grill in? I take off the bumper one day. I was like, the kind of protective foam in case you like hit something.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's gone.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's no VIN number on the bumper. Oh, okay, good. But you know, like if it's a car you like, honestly, like even with this Evo,
Yeah, I'm not mad. There's so many fucked up things about this thing. I love it.
yeah, it's like over time those things you get over it.
Yeah.
As long as the car just doesn't explode,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, but definitely like if you guys are going out there to get a car, do your research. If it's used, get a pre-purchase inspection,
Yes.
and then just
Oh no, test drive multiple.
Yes.
yeah, do that
You
too.
have to feel the difference between
Yeah.
each of the different like same cars.
That
Test
didn't
drive
make
multiple.
that noise. That one did make that noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, hold on.
Which one's not broken? This one was my one and only, and I hope I don't regret it.
If you don't know much about the car, either do your own research
Yeah.
or ask somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
You know, really talk to somebody and like be like, hey, you know, I want this car. What do you think? And then they'll tell you. You know, usually
Yeah.
if they're a car person, they no, do this, do that. Watch out for this.
Yeah,
Get on forums.
yeah. Forums are
Oh.
super
That's
helpful.
huge. Even before you buy the car.
you have friends already, don't
Yeah,
you?
I've
Yeah.
made like 2-3 Evo friends before I even. Well, I made one Evo friend. Shout out to Mr. Evo X on Instagram. He was a car salesman at Saramonte Subaru.
Nice.
And I was like sitting in an Outback when I took my girlfriend out to check out some cross tracks. I was
Yeah.
sitting in an Outback. I was like, damn, I really wanted one of these, but I just like I'm about to pull the trigger on an Evo. He's like, you have an Evo? It's like, I have one too. And he like went through like, oh, like you make sure you do this, make sure like you double check. He
Yeah.
has an MR too. He's like, make sure you know check the transmission, change your oil, all that stuff. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like we followed each other right then and there, and then. It was awesome. And then yesterday I posted like an ad like, oh, looking for new wheels and tires, like let me
Yeah.
know what you got. And then someone responded like, hey, I have this. I was like, it's not really what I'm looking for. And then we just ended up being friends. She's like, oh, so like congrats on the Evo. Like, what is it? Let me see some pictures. And
Yeah.
and then he sent me like the Bay Area Evo owners group.
There you go.
He's
Yeah.
like, yo, I like live down here if you want to cruise. Like,
Yeah,
let's go. I was
dude.
like, damn.
That's sick.
I thought Evo owners were dick faces, but like, dude, it's been great. I saw this one video about like Evos, just like a random video about Evos, and it's like everyone says that like Evo owners think that you know they're better than everyone else. We are.
That's because we are.
See, that's like the great thing about car communities
Yeah,
in
I've
general.
never made
Yeah.
friends faster than buying a car.
Right?
Yeah,
Right? Dude, it's amazing. But here's one of the used cars that I feel like, I mean, cars that you have to get used.
Lawnmower.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
Buy
He's
used
blowing
one.
the wind over here. Let's go.
Okay, there we go. But like,
This bitch.
anyway, he's like right there now. He's like right there. But
We're gonna have to wait this out.
yeah, and we're back.
We didn't take a break. We did.
Well, kind of, we're trying to wait on the lawnmower guy to leave, but whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna cancel what I was about to say, and let's go to our sponsored break.
Yeah. That's what I do every week, by the way, behind the scenes. Jeffrey just edits out. I'm looking for what the hell this freaking pot. There we go. Yeah. So as always, every week, sponsored by Sapien. Sapien is a black chain. Jesus Christ, dude.
Start over.
Sapien is a blockchain-based social network that rewards users for high-quality content with cryptocurrency. Sign up today at www.sapien.network to start earning today. Thank you, Sapien.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Sapien.
Sapien.
Yeah.
Can't believe you haven't memorized that yet.
No, I haven't.
Pretty good. Anyways, also, as always, our show is sponsored by ourselves, so we can fund ourselves with these little nice pieces of equipment.
They're high-end.
Yes. Got one microphone with paper stuck into it.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Bought a BRZ so I can put a camera on it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Evo for a backdrop.
Where can they find us, Andrew?
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just look up at the Curbside Podcast, and on Twitter is at Curbside Pod.
Yes. Yes. And then we also have a YouTube channel, which, if you're watching this...
You found it.
Yes,
Good
you
job.
found it. Congratulations. And if you want to be a kind soul and sponsor our show, you can email us at thecurbsidepodcast.com. And if you want a shout out, hit us up. We could give you guys a shout out. And then if you want to, donate some money while we give you a shout out, that's even better.
We'll give you a bigger shout out.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll say it louder.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to our show.
Now that we got you loose, oh, I can hear the birds waking early to saying that it's never too soon.
So last week Jeffrey posted out a poll,
Mm-hmm.
just asking, what was the question?
It was asking, just ask us anything.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Ask us a question.
Yeah, and so last week we got a question from an Instagram user named CarStuff24.
Car stuff.
I like that.
He asked, do you think the new Ferrari Roma will sell as well as its Grand Touring competitors?
Yes.
Definitely.
100%.
Because it's a Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari, and it appeals to everyone who doesn't want a Ferrari, as I've said this before.
Yeah.
Not who doesn't want a Ferrari. I said that wrongly. That's not right.
Why would you buy it?
No. It appeals to everyone who knows just what the badge is. That's it. That it
That's
means
true.
I'm wealthy and I can show off.
Because we did talk about this car a couple weeks back when it
Yeah.
came out. And I know Andrew and I, we were like, why?
Yeah.
I know exactly why.
Yeah.
Kind of actually on the other end, I'm thinking when you see Ferraris, you see 458s on the road.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see
Some F12s.
488s, F12s.
Yeah.
But you rarely ever see a California.
Portofino.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are very
Yeah.
rare. So actually, I might flip flop.
Yeah.
They might not sell as well. I think.
Really?
Ferrari- yeah.
No, he could be right too. Actually,
That's
now that I
true.
think about it, yeah.
But versus Grand Touring competitors. So Grand Touring competitors would be probably a Bentley Continental GT.
No
I would
one
rather
buys
have
those.
that, but I would rather have that. I saw one a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
It was amazing. I was like, that looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when did I start liking it that much?
Because the interior, also the interior in that, it's definitely better than what the Ferrari's going to have.
Eh.
I mean, it's a different crowd.
It's a different. Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
This is the plush, comfy feeling.
I think Bentleys are boring as fuck. So
Yeah.
you guys continue that conversation.
But Flying Spur, though. And another competitor, Aston Martin DB11.
I actually I've seen more than I thought I would of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of Astons, though, in general, though.
No?
I don't think you've ever seen a lot of Astons.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I see them quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I see Vantages.
No.
Really?
Yeah. Swear.
What?
Yeah,
You see the DBs?
Did you? Bro, have you seen that on Super Bowl? It was a Super Bowl. I don't know what it was, but Aston Martin had a freaking TV ad. Aston Martin had a TV ad for
Yeah.
V8 Vantage deals. When was the last time you saw an exotic car manufacturer
Yeah.
have TV ads? They
That's
don't
true.
need to do that. Aston needs to do it because they're not selling the shit out
That's-
anything out of that Vantage.
That's true, I guess, but at the same time, well, I see it used, the old V8 Vantages, not the new ones.
The ones that look like dog shit, I thought they looked like dog shit.
Thought they looked okay.
They look horrible.
What?
It looked like an attempt at a sports car.
The Vantages?
The new
Old
ones?
ones.
The old ones.
Old ones?
Not a fan.
I just think James Bond.
No, but then that's not a Vantage though.
That's a...
Anytime I
DB.
see a Aston Martin like James
Yeah.
Bond.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Parth here, because it's a Ferrari.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I think that's literally is to appeal to people who want the badge. That's it. That's all they care about.
That's true. Because
Beverly Hills,
So competitors would be what? Porsches,
Porsche.
Astons,
Yeah.
BMW 8 Series, that type of deal.
Yeah. They're up there, dude. They're pretty expensive,
Yeah.
actually.
And if you want a Ferrari, heck,
That's true. If you're looking at that price range, yeah, I can see why people get convinced to get a Ferrari.
yeah.
You're going to start building Ferrari CLAs soon.
Oh
yeah,
my
oh god.
Well, I mean, there's supposedly an SUV coming out at some point.
Oh no, Ferrari.
Well, no. People said that when Lambo was going to do it, and the Urus is awesome.
It is.
That
but
is, yeah, I agree with that.
It's true, but I like. I feel like Lambo could pull it off though, because Lambo's Lambo. Lambo could do whatever the freak they want.
I feel like people were like, "Why is Lamborghini doing an SUV?" And then they released the SUV, and it was like,
They're
"Oh my
like,
god,
oh, cool,
it's amazing."
yeah, I like it, yeah.
That's true. I guess.
I like it.
Ferrari,
it a
I don't
lot.
think Ferrari was disappointed.
But I think it's gonna sell
No, it's still gonna sell.
a lot.
so,
Do you
yeah.
think they'll sell better
No,
No.
than the other brands?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Huh. Well, that's our consensus on that.
okay. Thanks, car stuff.
Yeah, shout out again.
Appreciate it.
If you
Ask more questions.
Yeah, seriously. Be like Car Stuff 24. All right, let's do the news. What do we have in news?
All right, I got one.
Yeah.
I'll start off.
Mm-hmm.
Bugatti.
Bugatti. Okay.
They
Bugatti.
have launched another Chiron. A new
Yes.
Chiron. It's called a Per Sport.
The what?
P-U-R Sport. P-U-R Sport. I think it means pure sport.
Oh, okay.
In like a fancy ass way because everything's
French.
fancy. I don't even know it's French, dude. They just dropped the E. And then, I
Probably
guess
French.
yeah, like. So it's supposed to be 1,500 horsepower,
Wow.
and it's supposed to be track ready. So this is more supposed to be your track oriented Bugatti. Because the regular Bugatti is not track oriented. It's just a very fast car.
So they made a car for a non-existent market.
Yes.
For all the Bugatti track drivers.
Yeah. Because you know what you want to do when you go to track day is take your Bugatti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But basically, it's going to come out this year, and the design focuses on low weight, high downforce, and high power.
What's low weight?
What's high power? Like, aren't they all high power?
Yeah, what's a low weight Bugatti? Like 5,000 pounds?
Yeah, right? Exactly. Seriously.
It's not 3 tons, it's 2.
Yeah. So behind the driver's seat is the same 8-liter W16, but as recalibrated, which means it just upped the boost a little bit. It gets 15% shorter gearing, and the RPM, max RPM has been raised by 200
Nice.
Wow.
to 6,900 RPM.
Nice.
And
Great.
it has 40% better elasticity.
It's a stretchy car.
So it's more...
I don't know what that
Wouldn't
means.
they want stiffness?
Yeah, right? Like, track car, you want stiffness. You
I don't know
want,
what he
like-
means by elasticity. This is literally what the boss of Bugatti said.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a big ass wing, and exhaust has been replaced with a low weight unit that's temperature resistant and made from 3D printed titanium. It's basically a track oriented Bugatti for those of you that already have the regular Bugatti and want to take one to the track.
Yes. Did this come out of Geneva?
I think so.
Okay. Because speaking of Geneva, big news for this year was that because of the coronavirus, or COVID-19 as it's called right now, Geneva and a lot of other public events got canceled. And for Geneva to be canceled, that's a
That's big.
big deal.
Yeah.
It's one of like the biggest car shows out there, and it's
Yeah.
for like the basically the wealthy, healthy people.
Yeah.
And that got canceled. And it's just some advice to go out there for the coronavirus stuff. I'd say be concerned, but don't freak out. The worst thing you could do at times like this is freak
This
out.
thing reminds me of swine flu back from like what, 8, 9, 10 years ago?
Except worse.
Yeah, a little bit worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of the things that I like that came out from Geneva, Koenigsegg. They decided to still do their debut at Geneva, even though no one was there.
Yeah.
And they released a car called the Gemera.
Yeah.
And Andrew sent us a picture of this. And when I first saw it, I thought it was just, your typical 2-door, 2-seater, mega supercar by Koenigsegg. But this thing has to
Never
be...
Koenigsegg, never.
Never.
Yeah.
This thing has to be one of my favorite cars of all time. Koenigsegg is probably my favorite car company of all time
Fantastic,
right
yeah.
now. The Christian von Koenigsegg, he's super cool.
He's
He
fantastic.
talks to everyone and anyone.
Yeah.
And he builds these cars, you could tell, out of a passion. He gets his whole family involved.
Yeah.
His mom named the car.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's it named after?
So Gemera, it means, I think Gemer, or part of it means give, and then another part means more.
Oh,
Give more.
okay.
So that's the whole theme of this car. It's not a 2-seater super mega hypercar. It's a 4-seater.
Yeah.
It's a 4-seater, mid-engined,
Yes.
1,700 horsepower, what he calls mega car. And if you guys seen this, it has these humongous doors.
Huge.
Like the same like dihedral whatever the heck
Yeah,
doors.
yeah, yeah.
But they stretch all the way to the back to these 2 rear seats. And he sat in them. He showed them. Easy access because of how big the doors are and no B-pillar. And he sat in there. He's not a small guy.
No, he's not.
And he fit pretty well.
Yeah.
And this thing has basically a hybrid drivetrain, but it's a really small 3-cylinder engine.
Yeah.
And a 3-cylinder engine makes 600 horsepower.
Yeah, somehow.
That's 200 horsepower per cylinder.
Yeah.
And then another 1,100 horsepower from the electric motors.
That's a lot of horsepower from electric motors.
Yes. Surprising. The internal combustion engine goes to the front wheels.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I guess you want more power in the back.
Oh.
So there's a drive shaft that goes from the engine.
This is the first time I've heard of a hybrid car where the electric system makes more power than the combustion system.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because he says it's going to give more. And it does. More seats.
And apparently those seats are memory foam.
Yes, memory foam seats. It's got 3-zone climate controls. It's got luggage space.
Yeah.
It has a trunk. It it has onboard Wi-Fi, but this whole package does 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
Yeah.
Insane. Insane.
This is my new favorite car in the world.
If it wasn't, because you know it's going to be hella expensive.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, like,
Yeah.
all these German car companies would be just gone to shit.
And they're making a lot of them compared
Yeah.
to what they usually do.
I mean, they're making 300, which is more
That's
than usual.
more than usual, yeah.
And he says like this is going to be priced lower than the other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's a real guy, right? He's like it's still expensive, but it's going to be cheaper.
The more affordable Koenigsegg.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an easy 1.7 or something like
Yeah,
that.
this doesn't make sense. It's like one of those cars. Like, hey, what do you want in a car? I want a mid-engine supercar with 4 seats, with luggage space
And hybrid technology.
and fast. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's yep.
You can have it all.
Well, speaking of Geneva, one of my buddies, shout out to Mike Bolton real quick. He works for this company called Zinger, and they produced this car called the 21C. It's a fully 3D printed car. The components are designed based off of AI.
What?
So the components use as little material as possible and have the highest strength possible.
Damn.
Oh snap!
So it's like the designs, you can see like the control arms and everything, like the shapes are super organic. It's like really strange, but
Oh, that's the one you sent a photo of.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
yeah.
Dude, the car
way
looked amazing.
Yeah, and the way they like produce everything is absolutely insane. Apparently, it has 1,200 horsepower, V8 that revs up to 11,000.
What?
It's a 1+1 layout, so it's literally like driver. It's like a plane.
It's like a fighter jet, dude. That's
Dude.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it, but 2.9 liter V8 producing.
Wait, hold on. 2.9 liter V8.
Yeah, small V8.
That's why it goes to 11,000.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
900 brake horsepower out of the V8,
Uh-huh.
and then it has 2 electric motors in the front axles.
Jeez.
And total of how much?
1,233.
Yeah, wow.
We're getting to the era of like horsepower.
1,000 is
insane.
nothing, yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to get too much into it. Actually, Mike said he would come on the show
Nice.
after the reveal, which obviously didn't happen,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But yeah, I'll hit him up again, see if he wants to come on the show
Yeah.
and talk about this thing, because he's like an engineer on the engine.
Wow.
Dope.
So he works on the engine, so he knows a little bit more than I do.
He's an engineer that's doing the most fitting job to his name.
Yeah. I engine.
Engineer. Good.
Can he like lend us one?
I don't know.
Review it real quick.
Yeah, right. Another piece of news I have, I also sent this to our little group chat. This was pretty exciting to me. The Alfa Romeo Giulia
Oh, yeah.
GTA.
Yeah.
This thing looks amazing. It's a 4-door sedan with 2 seats.
It's basically a more capable version of the Quadrifoglio, right?
Yeah, it's like a track-inspired version of the
It's a
Quadrifoglio.
4-door sedan with 2 seats.
Yep, 4 doors, 2 seats. The back seat has
Uh-huh.
a brace, and that holds the harnesses for
Uh-huh.
the drivers. And yeah, I think like a cage in
Yeah,
the back.
I love it.
Yeah.
We talked about 2-door supercar with 4 seats and a 4-door
4-door
sedan with 2
two
seats.
540 horsepower of a 2.9 liter V6, all-wheel drive, carbon fiber body kit, and a big old wing in the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks
It
mean
looks
as fuck.
sick, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, this is like a Giulia Quadrifoglio and a Type R had a baby together.
Yeah, it
And
does.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
And you don't see those
fantastic.
very often on the road,
Yeah.
but I would take one over an M3.
Yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, dude.
Dude, the Julia looks beautiful.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The road presence is crazy.
Yes.
Like you
It
can't
really
miss
is.
it.
And you get a performance of an M5 actually out of that
Yeah,
for
it's an
M3
M3
price.
right?
no, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Because it's actually
Killer.
more powerful than an M3. Recall news. Ford F-150s, their pickup trucks are being recalled thanks to their headlights being too bright. Too bright.
Makes sense.
Yes. So,
Blinded by like every single truck on the road. Thanks, guys.
but you know, it's kind of a funny recall. Like, I understand why they're doing it. Like Andrew said, you know, people with low cars will literally just go blind.
Yeah.
Especially behind an F-150.
Yes. I
So-
think every car is high beam me.
But at the same
Yeah,
time,
it's annoying as
yeah.
fuck.
But at the same time, if I had an F-150, I don't know if I'd go in for that recall.
Yeah, it's like,
It's fantastically bright. It says 271,000 of the very popular F-150 trucks, and all of them that are made from January 5th of 2017 to October 10th of 2019, and which are the ones that are fitted with the optional LED lights. These are the ones that are being recalled, and the issue is their daytime running lights don't turn off when the headlights turn on. So you're getting full daytime running lights with
Yeah.
a full LED headlight.
Just suck of it. Just add the full high beam done.
So a very interesting recall that's Ford is doing.
no one's gonna go in.
No, if
My
you
lights
have
are
an
too
F-150, yeah,
Heck, that's better.
I'm not complaining.
exactly, dude. And most people that buy F-150s, they're working people that
Yeah.
use them.
Yeah.
So,
You don't need
Probably
the,
added a light bar.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you mean they're too bright? You see my light bar?
freaking, you're going too slow.
Literally, the sun is behind you.
Another thing out of Geneva, BMW i4 concept.
We don't need to talk about
Literally,
this.
we don't need to talk about that.
Okay, moving on.
Yes, that's not news.
Nostril, that's all I need to know.
Yeah,
Another one that we probably don't need to talk about. Hyundai.
Oh,
Hyundai. What's it called? I don't even know.
hey, can I leave too?
Prophecy Concept EV. Hey, Andrew. What do you think about this?
if you're poor and you need a Tesla, buy a Hyundai. Buy one of these Hyundais.
Have you seen it?
No.
It looks like a
Oh
combination
yes, I have.
of
Okay,
a Model
yes, I did.
3 and
a Panamera.
a 911. Just and like,
It's disgusting.
yeah.
They're literally the biggest biters in the industry.
Dude, like, honestly, like,
Like, do they have no
That's
shame?
literally what they do. They get like CAD files of like two cars, like smush them together.
Oh, that looks
Oh,
good.
brand new.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's not the same.
He's like, Hyundai, there it is.
And they're
Well,
doing so well. Ah!
Yeah.
some of them look good, too, which is like,
They look good because somebody else designed it. They just freaking, took it.
Yeah. BMWs look good too.
Yeah, Jeffrey, like, if you were in school and you cheated off somebody's test, you got an 8. That doesn't mean you're smart, but you did get a good grade.
true.
Stupid.
True. Maybe they'll start copying the new BMW, like, thing.
Yeah,
Nostrils?
hopefully.
Yeah,
No, they're smart enough not to do that. They never copy the stupid shit. Have you noticed that?
that's true. That's true. That's true. Well, that's all the news I got from the Geneva Motor Show.
Good. Freaking no more Hyundais.
Yeah, no more.
I got one more piece of news, and it's just more as a annoyance kind of thing.
Yes.
And you guys will see. You guys know that my dad, he drives a Ferrari, and you'll see it on the channel. If you check on the YouTube channel, Jeffrey made a few videos with it. You'll see it up there pretty soon. There was on the news that this guy in Texas, he had a California. He has a California. His car was parked on the driveway overnight, and when he came out to see the car, it was scratched up, banged up, dented up, dirty, footprints all over it, and they were like, "Well, what the hell happened?" A group of like 6 or 7 teenagers went to this guy's house and took freaking Instagram photos while they were standing on his car and like pretending to be like gangsters and shit. Which,
Fucking idiots.
yeah,
What
they're just
the
idiots, dude. And stepped all over his car, dented it, messed it up, no regard for anything. And that just made me like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Why do people do that?
that's what I don't understand. Like, why do people do that? I was talking to Jeff about this yesterday, and I'm like, I feel like California is the one state where that's less likely to happen. Like,
Yeah.
it could happen to you anywhere, but I feel like California, it happens a lot less. You always hear about it in like other states, but why do you have to do it in general? Like,
Like, why do people keep people's cars because they have a nicer car than
yeah,
them?
it's such a petty form of human.
Salt. High
So
sodium.
seriously, dude.
Right?
Like, you're that like depressed about your own shitty life that you have to mess up people's other. Like, these are hardworking people that have earned it.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
like
You
work
know?
for their shit. Like,
Yeah, like it's
Try
just-
working for your own shit, and
Exactly.
then someone destroys it. See how
Instead,
you
yeah,
feel.
instead of taking a handout for everything that's in your life, why don't you actually go work hard?
Yeah, like, why the heck would you do? Like, oh my gosh.
It's so stupid, dude.
It's
And, then,
annoying.
and the thing with these guys are teenagers. Like, come on, like, how You're not cool.
Be
Like,
better.
Seriously, dude. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just wanted to bring that out there. But it's stupid, you know? It's like, you're hating on somebody else because they did stuff in life, you know?
Yeah.
It just kind of sucks, too. Like, car people would never do that.
No.
Yeah. Like even if they
car
want the
people
car so bad, it's not
Yeah,
like they're
it's
like,
like, I'm not going to destroy it. Like,
Seriously, dude. And there's times, actually, like, when there is a nice car, I actually, and there's, like, a spot next to the guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I understand this guy likes his car.
Yeah.
He might not know I'm a car person, but I will park next to him because I know I'll reduce his chance of his car getting hit.
yeah.
yeah.
Even though if I might be in the freaking Altima or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I have an understanding. He may not realize that, but I'll protect his car for him.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
People have it in their mind that like all people who have these cars are terrible people, I guess.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that like people who have these cars are just jerk-offs or like, you know...
Which I mean,
dicks.
sometimes it's true.
Sometimes it's true, but like...
But
Even those people, they've worked for where they are, and it's not your property. It's
yeah,
as simple as that.
Like regardless of who they are, it's not like oh
Guy's a dick, let me go blow his car up. No, that's not how it works.
It's
in
not
this
a
world.
reason to fuck someone's shit up.
yeah. With that being said, that is our show. Thank you all for listening, and this week, hopefully watching, if this all goes well.
Yeah,
Yep.
first time.
Yeah,
In person.
it was fun.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Jeff will have to come up
More
all
often.
the time.
I was telling him to get a job up here, and then he could just move here.
Exactly.
Figured it.
It's fun times up here.
Yeah.
It's expensive fun times.
Expensive fun times. Yes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we have more, content with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually thinking like if you guys want, I'm probably gonna make like videos here and there with the Evo, and if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, let us know and definitely crank some shit out.
Yeah. And for that, you gotta subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just look
Sponsors, send me parts.
Yeah, exactly. Just look up the Curbside Podcast. Hey, hit up all those friends. Be
Yeah,
like, listen to
everybody.
the
All those new Evo friends.
Yeah. Be like, hey, check out the channel. Help me out, man. We'll give you shout outs. Well, yeah, thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it, no matter how big or small our audience is right now. I know, like Andrew was saying, our setup's kind of jank, but he's like, who are we really disappointing?
How
right
many
now?
people are we disappointing?
But no matter how many people it is, it's nice to do this and know that some people are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to listen to us, if you want to share the show with other people, please do so. Even if they don't like cars, I think it might be a fun time. Maybe if they like planes, we'll have Parth just hop on a plane and do something.
I'm gonna do some more plane stuff.
Yeah.
Barrel rolls.
Yeah. I'm not gonna record that.
But yeah, if you want to listen to us, you go to the curbsidepodcast.com. There you'll find a link to all our listening platforms on our Libsyn page, which goes to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, I think Spotify.
You can also, again, find us on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast, Twitter, Facebook. Just Google us, Curbside Podcast. You'll find us.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to Kid Dope, who's responsible for the intro and outro for our show. His name of the song is Fast Cars and Wild Hearts. And thank you to him. Yeah.
Yeah, and as always, my name's Jeff.
I'm Parth.
I'm Andrew.
Remember, drive safe, and life is too short to drive boring cars.